mama. Aye, mama. Aye, mama. Aye, mama. Hey, Asankwa, bye. May also rest in peace. One landlord sent a message. He said I should read it for him, and I'm going to read it right now for him. The message says he has a tenant who, before the lockdown, begins, he was owing 2 months renter. And reason being that the man didn't paint the house. I mean, the water is no fix, with all those kind of excuses. Okay, the man went and repaint the house for him and fix everything. He complained that was having issues. He fixed this thing this month, and unfortunately the lockdown began the next month. He's supposed to redeem the payment, so he ended up not paying, and lockdown is on. And since the lockdown began till now, he hasn't paid, and this is 2 months interval now from the lockdown period, and that's 4 months now. The guy has not paid, and the landlord is struggling, having issues with him. Has gone to reports from the authority, and when things go to authority, there's a process which takes a bit longer before things have been settled and all that. It's a problem. We are all in this together, but the truth has to be told. And the truth is this. Listen to me very carefully, everyone. We are all tenants, and most of us doesn't have house here. But nevertheless, my people, that's not nice. I don't want to mention him because from the message he wrote to me, he put a name of the people, the name of the person, the country where the person is coming from, and detail about this person. But there is no need, mentioning name of the people, or we don't want to offend anybody, but we have to say it the way it is so that people, can learn from it and also refrain from doing such things. We all understand it's not easy. It's really not easy, especially these days. It's not easy. But the thing is that everybody is not the same. There are some landlords that, have forfeited the rent of this month, this May. A lot of landlords, gave it away to their tenants. They say, okay, don't pay, but from next month start paying. A lot of landlords did that. Some did not. Everybody is not the same. Depending on how he or she found the situation he found himself, might be that the bond is paying is too much, and there's no way she or he can redeem it if give you the full month of not paying. Some of them, ask you to pay half. Some say don't pay at all. Some say pay. I mean, it's depending on what the landlord felt like. So if he asks you to pay, my brother, find a way and pay. If he say leave it, good and fine. If he say pay half, it's okay. Depending on what he wants. But don't hold him accountable that he must give you the full month or he must give you a half month. No, it's not must. The house belongs to him. You're only renting from him. So if you don't want it, you go. But the most important thing is that there must be a dialogue. Okay, the landlord, they are all human beings. Speak to them with with passion. Speak to them with good mind. Talk sense to them. They will understand. If you don't have, be kind enough to talk to the person nicely. the way he or she will understand. Don't shout. Don't claim it to be your right. We know you know your right, but there are some places where you package your pride and do the right thing. Forget about who is right and who is wrong. That's not what we anchored on every time. So my point remains that people should try and pay their rent. Stop taking advantage of situations. We understand that, okay, the government told us apparently that people should be paying the renter gradually. If you pay. The landlord shouldn't evict anyone. You should pay as you work. Whatever you have, you pay in. If you're paying 10,000 every month, you can pay maybe 3,000, three, and just to finish it up gradually, you can pay it up. That's okay. That's fair, But saying you're not going to pay at all, that's so wrong. My people, it's only when you build your own house you understand what these people are going through. I'm also a tenant. I'm not saying that landlord, they're all right. No. But we're only talking about the tenant side, because the letter comes from a landlord, not a tenant. So we're all concentrating on their side now to tell our people the truth. When you have a place, when you have a property of your own, you will know what it takes to acquire a property. It takes a huge amount of stress and money and all that, of time. It takes a lot to own a place. And the municipality and all that, they still take from them. Some of them are on bond. They pay their bond. All those things coupled together are the things they are going through. Now you come and occupy the place. Now pay rent so that they can be able to redeem those things. It's a problem to you. No. I know you might not be having, making much money but you should be able to make at least things that covers your rent, because otherwise, then why are you occupying the place? I'm not like saying you must go stay outside, but we're only trying to say the truth the way it is. No matter how harsh it might sound, no matter how sad it might come to you, but that's the truth, and we have to say it. And don't forget one thing: whatever you throw to someone, another person will throw it back to you. Tomorrow you might have a place of your own, and you decided to rent it out. What you do today will surely come back to you. Remember, don't forget this. Each time I give my talk, I always bring up this word. Whatever you give to someone today, another person will give it back to you tomorrow. Exactly the way you give it to the person. So if you acquire a place today of your own and you rent it out to someone, and the person starts treating you this way, not paying rent, not doing anything, occupying your place, and giving you stress of going to court to go and get eviction letter, which will last a very bit long before you can get it. Sometimes they might end up asking you, okay, stay 6 months before you can vacate, and stay 3 months before you can vacate. All those kind of things. You're putting the landlord in problem. You jeopardizing his business. That's business he's doing. That's where probably that house might be where he's generating money for his own family to be able to feed. And you're holding everything ransom, and his family is, going hungry, and you're happy because you're not paying at that moment. The court asks you to stay for free. What do you think you're doing? Tomorrow you will get the same treatment from someone else. When you will get, because for sure, or you're planning to die a poor man. Are you not even, expiring of having your own place tomorrow? What if when you get your place and someone start doing the same thing to you? I hope you're still going to remember when you did the same to another person. So please, this is really not fair. If you can't afford to pay your rent, look for another place that is, lesser. It's not more that you must live in a mansion. It's not more that you must. There are some places where people can give you a cheaper rates. You can get like 2,000, want something there. I don't need to mention a place, but there are places like that. Not most you must stay in suburb. But if you've planned to do that, try. We advise everyone, especially our African brothers and sisters who come from other places. It's likely better you stay in a suburb, but try to look even in a suburb there are lesser places that the money is not that big. Try and go and look for a place there, and don't occupy a place and insist not to be paying your rent. Try and pay your rent so that the landlord also can solve their own problem. Everybody is in this together. We're all in this. we're all in this predicament together, but don't make it, difficult for other people. Please, it is, vital to pay your renter. Pay your renter when due. If you don't have it, try to have a dialogue with the landlord. Sit him down, meet the person. They are all human beings. Talk to them one-on-one. Agree on how to pay it or how to go about it. If there's anything that is bothering you, air it out. Don't withhold it to yourself. Don't make it to be a fight. Don't make it to be a problem. There is no need fighting. We will end up achieving nothing when you end up with fight. So that tomorrow you guys can still meet each other. You greet each other. Don't leave a place with a fight, because when you leave a place with fight, tomorrow you can't, see each other, and there is something good can come through him to you, and because of this, you won't be referred to. The same thing applicable to him. So let love lead. When there is love between us, we are all human. Nobody is living this world with this house we are talking about. So even the landlord also try to be understandable. Many landlords all give renter, ask the tenant not to pay, and some of you did not. But it's fine. We are not holding you accountable to that. But try to have that human feelings to other ones. Try to be, to be accommodating. Try to be, let that hospitality be in you. Try to accommodate others. Treat other people well also. No one is living this world with these houses we are talking about. You will go and leave it behind. All this money, all these cars, all these things, you will go and leave it. So what are you supposed to do? Share that love to other people. Let it escalate your hands. Let it reach others. Give out. See? Try and sit down with your tenant and talk good with them. Okay, pay it this way, pay it this way. Don't be so harsh with them. And you, tenant, please, go and pay your renter. Stop, we know that the government said don't evict, but then don't take that as an advantage not to pay your renter. Please, let us, show love to each other. Don't be so harsh on your landlord. Don't take it because it's your right now. You will not, don't even want to do it. And no, please, that's not nice, please. So please, I'm wrapping it up here. You've got my message. I know this message reached all the people that needed to hear it. People who need to do this. Go and sort your problem out, please, so that we'll keep smiling. Send your message to us. We'll read it for sure. Be kind. Be mild. Be lovely. Be accommodating. Let love lead. See you. Bye.